Um, I know y'all have literally like never seen me in my bonnet. Never seen me in my house. I'm currently in my laundry room right now. Because I'm getting ready to go to bed soon. Sorry, I don't even have like contacts in or anything, so like I can see myself, I just can't see like the words on the screen. Um, and if you read the description, like I said, I am gonna be deleting this in like a day just because I really just need to get all of it out. Um, so I can move on. And if we're being honest, I do have people to talk to, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Um, and I don't know, like I guess today is just like a busy like day for a lot of people. I know a lot has been going on my end. So I'm not, like faulting anybody that like I've reached out to or anything, but you know, everybody needs a friend or whatever. Um, I don't know. I'm trying not to cry. Um, and if I do cry, I mean, like, it is what it is. Like I said, this will be deleted in a day. So a good majority of people won't see this. But just to kind of go over my day, um, so everything was okay for the most part. Um, and those that you don't know, if you watch some of my previous lives, I have somewhat kind of talked about it, but I do help take care of my dad. My parents are older. My dad actually has his 84th birthday coming up on Mother's Day this week. Um, and he had, I'm trying not to cry because I don't like crying on camera. I don't, I, you know, but he, um, he had two strokes within like 6 months about 5 years ago, and he's just kind of been slowly just going downhill. Like our whole world um just did a 360 in a way, we've had a lot of ins and outs with the hospital over the years, like so much to where it's like we almost like live up there, and so today he had and the strokes caused him to have seizures. So today he had a seizure. Last week he had a seizure as well, but he was able to come home the same day. We figured out what specifically had caused it, and I don't want to like put all my dad's like info out there. Hi, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I look crazy. Um, all the business out there just because it is very personal. I don't know if my mom will ever find my channel at any point and if she'll get mad about stuff like I say, Um, but we just like found like the cause of it. He just needed to take like the medicine and everything. And today we had another seizure and it lasted way longer than what we thought. So my mom called the ambulance. And at the same time, I don't know what it is, but I get very, very like overwhelmed internally, like temperature wise. Like it's very easy for me to get hot. And once I get hot, I start sweating. I get disoriented. I'm like following the path of about to pass out because it has happened before where I've gotten too hot and I've passed out. And today it was just so much like back and forth to the bathroom, like throwing up, like my throat is even kind of sore right now. Like I was gonna film a video for you guys. I was gonna film like a squishmallow hunting and then like a mini Sonic hunt today. But it was just so much going on. And my mom was like, oh, well, I feel like we'll be able to come home. Like we kind of figured it out. And I just found out like hour or so ago. I'm so sorry if I'm crying. it's really nothing to cry about because I know he's okay. I know he's good. But I just, oh, it just reminds me of one time when I was little and they had to keep him overnight and we thought he'd be able to come home that day. And that was just so like soul crushing to me, even though he was okay. Like I FaceTime them and everything. My dad was smiling at me, you know. But just like, I don't know, it just like gets to me when I feel like, I don't know, I guess my foundation is disrupted. And like I said, like it's nothing to like cry about because he's gonna be home tomorrow, if not like the next day, but most likely tomorrow. He's gonna be okay, you know. And my mom is up there with him. That's one thing about our family is that we don't ever just leave somebody in the hospital. If somebody's in the hospital, somebody's always with them. And because we thought he was coming home today, we I didn't like, my mom was like, hey, like don't bother coming up here, we'll just see you when you get home. And now I'm like, dang, like I could have been up there. And it just hurts. It just sucks seeing a loved one, let alone, ooh, I don't want to say it because I'm gonna cry even more, but I do feel like this is my therapy because like I said, I have people to talk to in my personal life, but like I don't, not to like go into it, but like I said, I do have some people I can talk to, but at the same time, like I don't somebody that I don't know, maybe it's just because my emotions are like all over the place right now, but there is somebody that I guess you can say, I'm just gonna phrase it like this, somebody that I have been talking to for the past, like, honestly, since kind of the beginning of this year. Not dating or anything like that, you know what I mean? It just sucks, like, when people don't really, like, respond, like that, like, and I'm not trying to, like, fault anybody else and being like my issues are more important, like nothing like that, because at the end of the day you come first. It would just be nice if the person you were talking to was kind of more responsive and just a little more supportive, because I don't know, I don't know what it is, I just feel alone. And honestly, like I do have some online friends, as I like to call them, like people that I've made friendships with online but have yet to meet in person. I've only met them once in person or like FaceTime them once, or you know what I mean. I have a very long history with online friendships. Those are some of my first like actual friendships ever. Somebody that I used to game with on Epic Duel. I've known since I was like 11, and honestly I didn't even think to like message him because he's very quick to respond, quick to support and everything. I just wasn't thinking, but we're still friends to this day, and I'm 26 years old and he's 27. So we've been friends for a very long time. But I don't know, like I said, like I just feel very alone. I just feel like I need people to talk to, and that's not really what my channel is for, is to sit here and cry and sob story and like beg for attention. Like I don't want people to think anything of that. I just want whoever is watching this to understand that like everybody kind of needs to feel like they have somebody, you know. Because honestly I don't really know too many other people within my age group, so people in their 20s that do have older parents, and just see their older parents going down. Like, I rarely meet anybody else in their 20s and one of their parents is in their damn 80s. You know what I mean? Like, no shade at all to my dad. That is my best friend. That is my best friend. Like I said, I know he's gonna be okay. I'm just very, I'm just very emotional, and my stomach is still hurting, and everything else. Hi Sam the Ham. Hey, y'all. Honestly, that made me so happy. I might even start crying because that like made me happy. Sam the Ham is in the building. If you guys don't know, like I said, whoever watches this later, if you guys don't know who Sam the Ham is, he is one of my favorite puppet creators online. I have been following him for a very long time, actually, since I was like in college, maybe. I really don't know when I had started, but if you guys are interested in like puppetry, because I think that's something I don't really talk about. Puppetry is so fascinating to me, even though I'm not a puppet creator, and I'm not actively in the community. I'm an appreciator. Same with animatronics. Love my animatronics. Next time I go to Dallas, I'm gonna go see the Rock-afire Explosion Band, because the whole summer I spent 2 years ago watching countless videos of them obsessively, because obsessive researcher here. Yeah, like, so yeah, little fun fact about me. But anyway, if you guys are interested in like anything of those topics, especially like puppets, or you just want to find like new, funny, interesting content, I don't know if I can link it in the description now that after the live ended. I really don't know. I'll do it in this week's video if it does go up, because like I said, I wasn't able to hi 3 people. I wasn't able to film today because it was just so much going on, you guys. But you guys should definitely check out Sam the Ham TV. If you have Instagram, check out Justin Talks Puppets on Instagram and also on YouTube. He has all social media forms, but me and him have like developed like a really really cool friendship so far, and I know you're watching this, but you are somebody that I truly do appreciate. I appreciate the fact that we just have things in common. Like, you make me not feel alone with my quirkiness, so like I truly do appreciate that. And every time I look at myself, I'm like, girl, you're in your bonnet. I told myself I would never be in my bonnet on camera, but here we is. Oh my goodness, and I don't have contacts in. Oh no, you're good. You're good. And thank you. Any chance I get, I will always give you a shout out, because like I said, I can't express how much I appreciate the fact that you make me feel not alone with quirkiness. And this is something that I kind of want to make into a full video at some point. Because I do feel like I've seen TikToks and like jokes about it, but I've never really seen a full-length video of people talking about it. But when you are, and when I say this, I'm literally not saying this to brag, to be, oh, I'm pretty, or nothing like that. Because if y'all could have seen how I done started, I have came a long way. And shout out to God, because God has definitely been helping me. I'm getting emotional again because I'm getting spiritual. But God has definitely been blessing me along my journey, mentally, spiritually, physically. I'm slowly becoming and developing into the person, the woman, the individual, the spirit that I am meant to be. But I do want to make a video talking about how when you are a conventionally attractive person, and but you are quirky, because I have been called in my dating life, or guys that I've talked to, I have been called a personality catfish, because how I look, how I dress, just how I like to present myself. Like, I'm a very fashionable person. I'm very much like the Y2K style. I love fashion, like, you know what I mean? But when people like find out like this girl likes animatronics, this girl is obsessed with Sonic, when they really like see the details, like I've had people actually like no longer want to talk to me because I am too weird or too quirky or whatever, or I felt like I had to wait a while to reveal those sides of myself. Oh my goodness, quirky folks unite. I'm missing a nail. Oh my goodness. And I'm wearing like my little shorts. um my little angel, it's hard to see, but my little angel shorts, they have a matching top, but this is literally my like my at home strawberry shortcake shirt, if you guys can see. This shirt makes me happy because it says kindness helps. I'm trying not to like, because I'm not wearing a bra, TBH, so I'm trying not to get banned on YouTube. Kindness helps friendships grow. Okay. That was way harder than what it needed to be. Period. Quirky people unite. But yeah, like it's just something I want to talk about, just because the more that I have just gotten older, the more I've learned about myself and etc. The more, I don't know, if and not to like talk about like dating life or anything at all. Officially, like I have been single what, 3 years now? Ago, almost 3 years. And my ex, and by officially single, I mean like an actual relationship, like not somebody I've talked to or we're going on a couple dates to see how things go, like nothing like that. And I don't know, I kind of feel like the dating world is just like frustrating for me right now, because people like it genuinely feels like people just want me because of how I physically look. They see a pretty girl, they see how I'm shaped, whatever. But when it comes to my personality, that's like ignored. Or like, for example, like my parents, my family, I have some very, very, very deep family issues. My biological family, and if any bio family sees this, the only person I know is my cousin. What's good, cousin? But anybody else, like I said, I say what I say. But my biological family, if you guys didn't know, I am adopted. But my bio family is very messy. I am just now healing from the trauma I have gone through with them the past few years, ever since I met them when I was 21. And like the family that raised me is like my claim family. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to see like comments. Okay, Sam the Ham, I really like your profile pic. That is cute. That should be, it looks like a Funko Pop, which I think that'd be a really cool thing. I would buy a Sam the Ham Funko Pop. But anyway, ooh, excuse me. But anyway, not to get like all the way off topic, but yeah, like I just, because my family issues and just things about me, like when I say I'm a very quirky person, very quirky, and it's just hard for people, it's hard to find somebody that I guess is ready to handle all of me or whatever, and my traumas, and somebody that is like actively there supporting me with my journey with my dad. Because honestly right now, I do have people that support me, like some of my coworkers, check up on me and stuff like that, but like on it supportive, it's just me and my mama, my cousin, my favorite cousin, I call him my favorite cousin. I know whenever I like tell him, because I don't post on social media about like personal things like that. I'm not like a trauma dumper on social media like that. But I know if I put it out there, more people like reach out. I just am uncomfortable with doing that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I know y'all are like seeing the craziest angle of me right now. And thank you. I agree. It truly, is a one day at a time process. With anything in everything. One of the biggest things me and my mom talk about is you have to respect where you are at right now. You know what I mean? You can't beat yourself up with where you're at right now, whether that is mentally, mental state wise, financially, home situation, whatever it is. You have to respect where you are right now, but don't give up on continuing to push forward and want to do better for yourself in whatever category that is for you. um oh my goodness, and my stomach kind of hurts still. Today's been a day, y'all. Today's been a whole day. I actually came out here. I probably dropped bits and pieces of hints in my videos before, maybe. Um I do smoke, but just not cigarettes. It's like it helps me sleep. I'm not gonna like go into like all the reasonings. Like it's legal in Oklahoma. Um but yeah, like that's what I came out here to do, and I was like, before I do that, like I just want to like talk to somebody, anybody. Um, oh my goodness, and like my nose is running, and I feel my throat getting sore, and yeah, all that. But anyway, it is like a one day at a time situation, and like going back to like my bio family, I'm gonna be honest, it hurts. I'm the baby of 6 siblings biologically. Technically, I'm the baby of 7 because my oldest brother, we are siblings because I was adopted by my family that raised me. He's my mom's, like my mama's like son, you know. But out of all my biological siblings, none of them, I have trauma that I'm working on with all of them. And I'm trying to, when people make bad decisions, trying to like figure out how to word it. If you watch my adoption story, you probably already know a little bit. Like I said, I will be remaking that video later because a lot has updated since then. But for those that don't know, my biological mom, she was a very heavy substance user, like the extreme substances, and the last 4 of me and my siblings were all born on substances. So some of my siblings, it hit them mentally, like bad, like really, really hit them mentally. Some people, and the only some people I can think of, is me, because I haven't really seen it in any of my other siblings so far. But with me, it didn't really hit me developmentally wise. I didn't really get a mental disorder or anything from it. Keep in mind, I do have bipolar 2. That could have been from being a crack baby. It could have not been. It could have just happened from trauma growing up, like in school, bullying. I really don't know, but she's here and we are working on her. We have learned how to work with her, you know. But for me, like, it just affected me physically, not necessarily height wise, because like I'm not even the shortest of my siblings. Like one of my older sisters is 4'10" and she's like 40, so everybody's small. Like me and my bio mom are the same height. Like everybody's small. But like I'm getting shy and embarrassed and nervous. But I'm not gonna show you all my toes. But my hands, I'm getting embarrassed. Okay, my hand is small, but it fits me. But like my fingers, it's kind of hard to tell when I have nails on, but my fingers had stopped growing after a certain point. I don't really know what age. My mom feels like it was maybe between like ages like 7 to maybe 8 or 9 when they had stopped growing, because like my pinky's been looking like this for a long time. And my feet are small. They fit my body, but my toes, like I don't know if it's called dexterities, the dendrites. I don't know if I'm making that up. Me and my I went to college for psych, but need to finish. But I don't know what the fingers and toes are called, but those were just like stunted because of the condition that I was born in, because I was a withdrawal baby. So giving you guys like some of that background, and honestly, I did pageants, sharing my story, and it was really cool. I'm sorry, I'm like so mucusy. But it was really cool being able to give other children who were adopted, other children who were born on substances, other children that were just abandoned, because all children that were adopted or in foster care, not all, but a good majority of them were abandoned. The day I was born in the hospital, and it's funny because the place, I don't know if it's saying too much, but where I make my monies from and employed at, that is actually where I was born. But the day I was born, she left me in the hospital and just disappeared and never came back. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to check comments and everything else. But yeah, it's just, there's just so much. None of my siblings, one sibling I'm cool with, but we don't even really like talk. I'm not gonna beg anybody to talk to me. I'm not gonna beg for anybody's attention. I've been through that. You know what I mean? If you want to reach out and talk to me, like how I want to reach out and talk to you, you will. You know, but a good majority of my siblings don't mess with me. They got a problem with me. Two of them I've actually gotten in physical altercations with because, whew, y'all, because what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna get all up in my face and threaten my safety, and I'm just coming here to be accepted and to be loved, and you know, and there's people in my family that feel like animosity towards these amazing, I'm getting emotional because it's just crazy. If they could see who my parents are, I almost said their names, I'm not going to, but who my parents are, their spirits, the way I was introduced to God, like I grew up in church and everything, you know what I mean? Like if they could just see who my parents were and their pure, honest intentions, they would not have an animosity that they do. But I'm not gonna go too much into that. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, you guys. But yeah, like it's just so much. Now I'm just like rambling about stuff. And I'm breaking my nails and everything else. And now I'm just like rambling. At what? It's like 12:12 right now. Is it 12:12 or no? It's 11:11. Make a wish. Well, it's 12:12, so that's my make a wish time. Everybody make a wish. But yeah, like I gotta decide, instead of making full length videos on like my personal life like that, I kind of rather do lives for right now, just because with YouTube you never know what video will blow up. And I don't say I'd hate it, but I just would rather not have one of my personal story videos like with my family and stuff to like blow up. Just, and I know it's like, well, why would you even put it out there if you didn't want people to see it? It's not for my family to see, but if it blows up, the other people on YouTube, people can see, you know. But anyway, but yeah, I just don't get along with a good majority of my siblings. I've never truly, as many siblings as I have, I've never truly felt loved by any of my siblings. One of them, the one that I'm kind of cool with, I feel it a little bit when we're in person, but I have decided that I will never be going back to Colorado anymore to see a good majority of them, unless it's my cousin and his wife and kids, because I'm just good. Like it's really something different when your whole life, because I grew up a single child as well, so my whole life I've been longing for sibling connection and sibling love, and You know what I mean? Just to like find out that like a lot of y'all don't like me, or some of y'all are just so, you know, that there's no chance at a relationship, to be realistic, um like lies, like being told about me, and just it, like people, I don't know, I don't know, it's honestly a different type of pain that I've been working on healing. And honestly, it does help. I'm so sorry, I'm just like checking the comments. But it does help that I have my family. I have my parents, and I do have my older brother. He just lives in he lives in a huge state. He lives in Cali, and he has his own like wife and kids, and that's a whole nother story out there. But just me and my little family unit. And I couldn't, honestly, as much as I, ew, I'm mucusy. Hold on. As much as I have longed for more, I really don't need more. I'm getting emotional again just thinking about my parents, because they're in the hospital, like I said earlier. And I don't know, it's just so weird. I moved back a few years ago, like during like 2020, partly because my apartments were really, really horrible, and it was just a lot going on. But I did move back to help take care of my dad, so I'm used to, if you guys ever seen that TikTok meme, and I know not all my viewers um are black, or you know, like come from like any like black heritage or anything, so you might not like fully get it. But there's a TikTok saying, Alexa, play black noise, and it's a bunch of pots and pans banging and then some gospel music playing, and I'm like, dang, like it's so weird that it's just silent, and it's just me and my baby son. I'm not a real baby. He's a cat. I do not have actual human children. My cat is my son. And I guess it just like, makes me sad, you know. Oh no, not my phone. Well, I still have some juice. I'll be all right. I'm not gonna make this like too much longer just because it is trying to push to 1 a.m. But I'll talk for maybe like 10 more minutes. But it's just like weird being in like an empty house, where there's always noise. My household is rarely ever quiet. There is always noise. Always some type of noise. So it's just kind of weird. And like I said, it kind of, I'm just a little bit out of my comfort zone, even though I be praying for peace and noise, especially when I'm trying to sleep. And it's like, now that I got it, like, I didn't necessarily want it like this way, but you know, like I said, I know my dad's gonna be okay. Also too, I will pass this along to him, but like I said, whoever is watching now, whoever watches this tomorrow, I don't even know if I'll delete this or not. I'm really not sure now. But my dad's birthday is Mother's Day this week, so everybody say happy birthday, Keisha's dad. Happy 84th birthday. And like me and my mom talk about this all the time, but like, just because when you have older parents, or if it's not your parents, or if you were raised by grandparents, or just people that were older, thank you. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you, Justin. I would definitely pass that along to my dad. But aging is put into such a different perspective for you when you are raised by older people. Because I'm my dad's first child, like, ever. And my mom like already like had a son and everything. And my mom was in her mid 40s and my dad was in his early to mid 50s, I think. Actually, I think he was in his mid 50s when I was adopted. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you, Justin. I will definitely pass that along to him. I was gonna my coworker makes like little mini cakes, and me and my mom are gonna get him a little green mini cake because green's his favorite color. But we're having a hospital episode. He don't need all them sweets, so we'll. I don't know. I don't even know like what I want to get him. I'll probably get him like a cool like dad shirt or something. He likes the shirts I get him every year. Last year I got him a shirt that said "Y'all need Jesus." And that's one of his favorite. That's what my mom puts that shirt on him like all the time. But anyway, yeah, the aging is just put into perspective a little bit differently. And I think it is good. Like I am very passionate about the older generation because we're all gonna get there. Right now, the older people, these are the older people right now. Give it 50 years, 60 years. If you're in your 20s or early 30s, or honestly in your 20s and 30s, we're going to be there in 50 to 60 years. Some of y'all, if you're in your mid 30s and up, you're closer than, like somebody in like their 20s, but still, like, we're all going to be there. And I don't want to say this to push like any religious spiritual beliefs or anything, but I have like stated before, like I am like a believer in God. I do identify as like a spiritual Christian, and I truly do believe, especially after it's my experience with my older parents, every day you are here, you are blessed, you should be happy. Every year you get to see your birthday, you are blessed, you should be happy, because that's another year to do something different. That's another day to do something different. And this is coming from somebody, like I said, I do have bipolar 2, so my days are crazy. And not in the sense of like I'm just like acting crazy, but like internally, like I feel it. I kind of want to turn on this fan because it's like a little hot. Actually, I'm just gonna open the door out here. If Sunny happens to like pop by, he's in my bed sleep, but if he happens to pop by, I'll lift him up and everybody can say hi to my sun bun. I'm screaming. But yes, you. But yeah, every day that you get to wake up, like I said, like my days are very different. But I do like being able to have a different day every day. And honestly, the older I get, I see how the years change. 2 to 3 years ago, I wouldn't expect how my life would change, if that makes sense. Like I ended up, if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me, please. But I never thought I would actually end up being able to be like a professional model. And when I say professional, I say as in you are being paid. Like you are being paid to do shoots, you are being paid to do commercials, background roles in film. Like I never thought I would end up being in entertainment. And even though I haven't really worked on anything or booked anything in the past year, because I haven't put myself out there as much like I was, it's just crazy that I have proof of that. Like I did it, and it's something that I am actively still pursuing. Like I never would have thought, there's just a lot of stuff that I never would have thought would have happened, good and bad, but it's cool to look back and be like, oh wow, like if anything, I'm bad with my words, I'm sorry, it's a motivator to keep going and keep pushing. This turned from a trauma dump to like a motivational speech. I'm screaming shining the light at midnight because period. And it's crazy because like I'm not even like faded right now. This is just sober. I'm gonna stop. But yeah, like I don't know. It is cool to be able to use that as motivation. And honestly, I kind of do like really putting myself out there when I want to do things, because I notice when I look back, I'm proud of myself. Like, I would never forget my friend Justin. If you guys don't, okay, Kobe, I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, but check out my friend Justin Talks Puppets here on YouTube. He makes really, really cool content. I love his like puppet characters. They're really funny. He's very inspiring. Overall, like a very, very like 10 out of 10, like great guy. But I'm bringing him up. I'm bringing you up, Justin, to just talk about how I've like told you like, oh yeah, when I was 18 I went to Disneyland, and my senior year, before I went into my senior year of high school, I was like, I want to do a senior trip because everybody else was doing an individual senior trip. I had been dying to go to Disneyland. I was obsessively watching people watching people go to Disneyland. Because like I said, obsessive researcher here. Don't let me get any niche interests, because that's all I'm gonna be looking at for like 3 days straight. But and I remember telling my mom, like, I want to save money and go to Disneyland. And I saved money to get my very first car, but something that big I had never done before. So like my mom was like, I mean, like, save. I mean, we'll see how well you save. Like, she didn't fully think I was gonna save, and I saved up enough money, not in less than a year, honestly, because I was late saving. So like 8 months, 7 months, I saved up enough money to be able to take me and my parents to California. And thankfully my oldest brother that lives out there, I didn't have to pay for my Disneyland ticket because we all went with his wife. Well, it was me, his wife, and his kids, because my parents, they couldn't do all the walking, and it was a lot going on in California at that time. But I like saved money from my I don't know if Freddy's Steak Burgers like exist anywhere outside of like a southern state. Like, I'm sorry, I'm ignorant to like eastern, northern, and western cultures. I only know the South. That's where my heart unfortunately kind of is. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, yay! You guys are supporting each other. That makes me so happy. This is why I want to get on live. Like, this is making me very happy right now. I'm getting emotional again because I'm like crying because I'm happy. When I get too happy, I be crying. I'm sorry. But anyway, but yeah, I literally like saved up money. And I had an amazing time at Disneyland. Like, my mom bought me, I wanted to dress like Peter Pan kind of. So my mom found a green backpack with brown straps, and she put like his red feather on it. And y'all, when I met Peter Pan, I still have that picture. I think it might still be on my Instagram, maybe. If not, I'm not sure where that photo is at, but I know, almost cussed. I'm trying to be good. I know your girl got it somewhere. But when I met Peter Pan, I like, low-key, I was acting like embarrassing because like I couldn't hold back my excitement. And like I like turned around and showed him my backpack, and he was like, "Whoa, your backpack looks like you." And I was like, "I know!" Like, y'all, I'm going to Disneyland if everything falls in the cards correctly. I am going to Disneyland next year for my birthday. Hopefully I don't scream at the people in costumes again. But like literally how I just screamed now, I was giving that, okay? I was giving that meeting Peter Pan. It was ridiculous, but it makes a fun memory and a fun story. But bringing it on in, or bringing it on back, that was one of my first examples to myself, showing that like, girl, if you have a plan, you can do what you want to do. And I stand, like, I wish I could like physically like stand
on something and it had the same like impact. Like I want it to like punch, because I want y'all to understand how hard I stand on you can do whatever you want to do. You just got to have a plan first, and some plans take longer than others because you have to work with the way work life is working with you. That is a huge key I have learned. Huge key I have learned. And hopefully, you know, that advice you know, hopefully it like makes like an impact or whatever, because it's definitely something that I kind of feel like has changed my life in a way. And not to like bring up like my coworker but I do have a coworker that it honestly, when I first started my job, she moved very weird with me. And I know if I just outright say like, yeah, it's because she like felt some kind of way about me because she was jealous, that's gonna come off like really crazy. But I'm just being honest, because there are a lot of examples to go through of giving that she felt pressed. And then at the same time, I even like made this joke at work, like passive aggressively, but not at her. But I was just like making like a joke in general. I was like, imagine being pressed about it like a bitch that's obsessed with Sonic. Like, girl, come on now. Like, and I'm not trying to like downplay myself or anything like that, but it's like, if you saw like the whole picture, like anyway, long story short, she basically like chilled out like a cool minute ago, and stopped like treating me like I was like a threat. And she still tries to take little shots at me and stuff, but we were all just talking about like travel ideas, and I was like, oh, I want to go to Austin in June, and I still do, and I'm still oh, sorry, that's Austin, Texas. Because I don't live in Texas. I'm in Oklahoma's. But Texas isn't that like far, so like making the drive isn't that big of a deal to me like that. But and me just like talking about like, yeah, I want to go to Texas, and like I have a friend, I don't know how she has these connects, but she has the connects. But she's like, girl, yeah, like my friend has like a boat rental like thing, so like we want to do like a little like yacht party at the end of the summer. And I'm like, girl, say less, because I'm an experiences. I love trying different things, not anything like crazy or like dangerous or bad, but I do like trying different experiences just for the story and just for my own like, I don't know, like memory book up here, you know. um and I was just like talking about like summer ideas and stuff, and she was like, okay, Keisha, like you got money. And also too, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, because I was gonna make a video way in the future. But whenever I say one of my bags is from Over the Fence, that means it's from DH Gate, which means she's not authentic, but she looks it and she feels like it, because I pay good money for my replicas. But literally like the only like legit like bag that I bought is like my main Louis Vuitton Speedy. If you guys haven't seen that bag review, I think I did that like last year or something. You can like scroll and you'll see it. And my little YSL tassel bag. Those are the only two like authentic bags. And plus, I be saving for my stuff. I can't just buy. I'm trying so hard not to cuss, but I'm getting comfortable. I just can't like buy some ish, just like $1,000 and up. Like, girl, no, like I gotta save the TF, like, you know. But the perception, which is, oh my goodness. Okay. People perceive me as, especially this little girl. I'm sorry if you're in the age range of like 18 to 21. No hate on you. I just call her a little girl because I'm sorry. I just don't want to go to work and I feel like I have to stay on my toes with her tomorrow. But anyway, she was like, "Oh, you got money," and I was like, "Girl, I was like, we all make the same. Not me, not everybody, but I was like, I make the same money as you. Keep in mind, I do have a second job. I'm a cocktail waitress." Which does help out my money a lot, but a lot of my money goes into savings because I'm trying to move and get another car before the end of this year, and I'm trying to save for my Disneyland trip next year. So money, most of my check goes to my damn savings, you know. Um, I'm screaming, yes, trauma dumping. Um, but these are getting on my nerves. And it's getting hot. Okay. And I literally told her the same thing. I was like, you don't have to like be making like bands and bands to be able to do stuff. I was like, you just have to be smart with your money, figure out what you want to do, make a plan, and just like follow your plan and do it. And the hardest part about that is being consistent because making the plan isn't hard. Figuring out your finances, like how much you can put in savings a month, that is not hard. I've done that for friends before. Honestly, I'm the queen of give me your finances and I can tell you how you can divide up your money, what can go for bills, what can go for savings towards whatever. I'm queen of that. And I like told her the exact same thing. And like she just kind of looked like she didn't believe me. Girl, okay. No shade. I think she's about to be 21. Like I said, no shade to that age group. I've been past 21 for 5 years now. So, you know, like I've been a 21-year-old girl, as my mom likes to say. So I already know what's going on there. I know what that's like. Not to get off topic, but like she she keeps finding ways to take little shots at me to try to embarrass me at work. Like, for example, there's a day where she, by the way, this little ass girl is the same height as me. If y'all didn't know, I'm 5 feet tall, no more, no less. I'm 5 feet tall and I'm proud of it. I'm an itty bitty and I'm proud of it. And if we want to brag, I ain't never met no dude that don't like itty bitty. So, period. But same height as me, and she texted me one day like, "Girl, I'm in this hair store and I see a girl, I finally see somebody that's shorter than you." And I texted her, I was like, "Girl, not you saying it's you and it's actually us because we the same height." I was like, "Bye." Almost said her name. I was like, "Girl, bye." She didn't respond. The next day at work, she makes that same joke but in front of everybody. And me knowing how she is, me knowing the game that she's playing. I'm so sorry if this like girl drama like doesn't like if you guys don't care about like this girl drama. I just don't really get to talk about it very often, which kind of makes me want to start doing a few more lives cuz it's like fun to talk about stuff outside of like my main content, you know. But she made that same joke in front of everybody, trying to embarrass me. And I said the same thing. I was like, "Girl, you keep saying you like it's not we." And when I said that, everybody laughed and she shut up. But it's just like so. I already had like a long day. I was in Dallas yesterday. So I've had a very long like couple off days, but it's just Wednesdays are just not my favorite days to go to work. It is exhausting. Feeling like you have to somewhat stay on your toes with certain people that you kind of just have to be around. Like if we're working the same day, same shift, that it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I've gotten to a point to where just like me with myself, I've just gotten to a point to where I'm like, I also, Kobe with the trauma, I have very intense bullying trauma. I was never the person that knew what to say. I just shut down and cry. I was very much that person. So now that I'm older and I found like my footing, I refuse to let anybody, especially, like I said, no shade to the younger crowd, but if you are younger than me, you will definitely not bully me. you will not bully me, let alone anybody bully me. But if you're younger than me, I'm ready to cuss y'all because I'm so mad thinking about it. But it's like, she keeps trying to find ways to try to take little shots at me. And I hate that I can't just like fully be relaxed. Like, I have to kind of be on my toes with her to constantly make stands. And she does it every now and then, but to make the point of like, girl, you're not, it stops right here. Like, you're not trying me. You're not going to embarrass me in front of other people. You're not going to make me look less than. You're not going to make me like, I already know what it is. Her perception of me is distorted. Even though she knows like my real life. Like, I work with her. Like, she knows what goes on with my parents to a degree. But it's still like this distorted version of me. And like I said, I know some of the reasons. Which is stuff that I have no control over. She feels she's half, her mom is Latina and then her dad is black, so she's mixed, but she doesn't know any Spanish. She was really, really pressed when I became a temporary Spanish caller because my Spanish is decent enough to be able to take calls. Keep in mind I have my little cheat sheet, but yeah, like, I'm screaming. Literally, Wednesdays truly are, Kobe. Wednesdays truly are. Like, whew, I'm not ready to go to work, but it is 12:40. Your girl's phone is on 14%. I'm not gonna lie. Real quick before I do close this video out, please stick around to I actually close it out. But I really do just want to put an extra thank you. Not only just like a thank you just for like watching me, supporting my channel and everything, but like, thank you for joining my live. Thank you. I'm getting emotional. Thank you for listening. Thank you for talking to me. This is literally what I needed. Oh my goodness. I'm just remembering that like I'm alone in the house again, but this is like truly, I'm not alone because I have you guys, but this is truly, truly what I needed. I hate that I couldn't record a video, but I'll try to film something either before or after I get off work before Friday so I can have like something for you guys. Because I hate missing a week of like uploading like that. Just like, oh, that like bothers me like really, really bad. So yeah, like I can't express how much I appreciate it, you guys. And thank you for not coming for me in my bonnet. It's been a long day. Your girl has been in this bonnet all day. I got in like a little quick weave and she's undoing and everything. Excuse me. I'm mucusy. Ugh. Oh my gosh. So I don't want to give out like my exact work schedule, just for like safety purposes, you know, but I am an afternoon shift person. Usually, sometimes I do get like an 11 to 7 or, you know, or I'll work like the morning shift and get off early afternoon, but that hasn't happened for a while. But I am an afternoon person, so I don't go in until like after 12. So I do have time to just like chill. Since my parents are in the hospital, my mom she fought me because I was about to like get up, put my contacts back in and like bring her McDonald's because she hasn't ate anything all day. And she was like, I don't want you driving in the dark. I already know how my mom is. She she would have really felt some type of way if I would have showed up anyway, after she specifically told me not to. So tomorrow, before I go to work, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's, or honestly, I'm just gonna ask her like where she wants food, and I'm just gonna get some food for her. Maybe get like, well, she has some snacks that I can like pack up here too, just so that, you know. And my dad gets the hospital gives him like trays every day, or each meal period, so like he has food too. But I want to make sure like my mom is good, you know. I'm screaming. Yes. Oh my goodness. not to get off topic again, but literally, I that made me so happy when I saw your comment on one of my videos, like, girl, let me get ready to go doll hunting with you. Cause I was like, yes, get ready with me, please. Like, friends. I love friends. I love connecting with people. I love having friends and meeting people and that was so ugly. But yeah, like I love that so much. Another doll hunt. Honestly, this week will probably just be the summer squishmallow hunt. So check that out. Stay tuned, notification bell on. I know you got it on, period, because you told me, period. And I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah. Another doll hunt. I kind of want to give it maybe a couple more weeks to like do another doll hunt. Mainly just because I want to give time for the shelves to kind of refresh a little bit. But I definitely want to like talk about the new LUV dolls in a detailed video, because when I said it was giving high fashion and editorial elements, she truly was, y'all. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys up any longer. It is 12:45. So I'm going to enjoy my before bedtime ritual, relaxation, whatever, and like text some people back, interact with some people online, probably like scroll through Tumblr and Instagram a little bit. Then I'll probably go to bed. But like I said, I really do appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate you guys like actually like talking to me, because I feel like I'd be begging for people to like leave comments and respond, because like I said, I love interacting with you guys. But thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for the support. Literally, thank you for everything. I can't wait till I hit 1K. Like I said, I do have that special video coming out. In the future, I do want to have like a giveaway, and like I just want to like show you guys the love back that you guys have been giving me. Like me and Justin have been talking about like future like merch ideas, and all the other stuff. But I don't want to say too much because my phone is literally gonna die. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. This is what I needed. I really hope you guys have a good night. I might go live tomorrow, so notification bell on if you guys want to see it. So until I see you guys next time, either tomorrow or on Friday. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night and be blessed.